Good morning students, welcome to the next video of verbs. In the earlier video we have discussed about helping verbs, or you can say auxiliaries, that they are of two types, primary auxiliaries and modals. So in this video we will learn about primary auxiliaries, that are to be, to have or to do. So here the list is given, the list of primary auxiliaries. In B group we have be, is, am, are, being, been, was and were. Have group, have, has, had. And in do group, do, does, did. So this is the list of primary auxiliaries group wise. Now we will learn about their uses, how they function. So the auxiliary verbs are be, have and do. They are used with a main verb to form tenses, negatives and questions. Means we use these auxiliary verbs to make tense, to make any sentence negative, and to convert any sentence into interrogative sentence. For example, he is planning to get married soon. So in this example you can see the word is present here, is a element of B group, and why here is used to it is used to show that the planning of getting married is done in present time. It is being done in present time. That's why is used. Means the first example is to show tense. Next one, I haven't seen Peter since last night. Now the speaker wanted to show that he hasn't seen Peter. For that means it is negative sentence. So here he used have plus not. Then which doctor do you want to see? So the speaker wanted to ask question. That's why it is used do. So you can see that we use the elements of B group, the elements of have group and the elements of do group to show tense, to show negative and to show questions. Be as an auxiliary verb is used with the ing form of the main verb to form continuous tenses. Now as in the earlier slide we learned that we use auxiliaries to form tenses. So B group is used in ing form of the main verb to form continuous tenses. Means if we have to form continuous tense, then we will use the elements of B group with the main verb in ing form. For example, he is living in Germany. Now here you can see it is a sentence of continuous. Why it is continuous sentence? Because first of all the main verb is in ing form, means you can say in V4 form, and we have used an element of B group, that is. So that's why here he is living in Germany in this sentence. Is living shows that the tense of the sentence is of continuous. They were going to phone you. Again we have the main verb in V4 form and an element of B group. First one is of present tense, second one is of past tense. So we use any element of B group with a V4 form of main verb to show continuous tense. And you use have as an auxiliary with the past participle to form a perfect tense. And if we have to form any perfect tense, then we use have group. For example, I have changed my mind. Means the work of changing mind that has been done already, it is completed. That's why it's a sentence of perfect. And again why? See here you can see changed, that is past participle, and we have an element of have group, that is have itself. So that's why this sentence is of perfect tense. Next example, I wish you had met Paul. You can see again met, that is past participle, and had is an element of have group. So again here had met, the word had met shows that the sentence is in perfect tense. Next is Be as an auxiliary verb is also used with the past participle of the main verb to form the passive. Means if we have to convert any sentence from active voice to passive voice, then we use be group, means the elements of be group with past participle. For example, these cars are made in Japan. Now here you can see these cars are made in Japan. This sentence is of passive voice because here if you will convert this sentence in active voice, it will be like there will be any subject and it will be made the car. So here like the workers made these cars like this. So this sentence is of passive voice, and for making any sentence in passive voice we need past participle, that is made, and we need an element of be group, that is are. Next example, the wall of our flat were covered with posters. Now again you can see covered, that is past participle, and were, that is element of be group. So in these two examples you can see that if we have to form passive voice, means active to passive, then we need past participle with an element of be group. Next, be and have are also used as auxiliaries in negative sentences and questions in continuous and perfect tenses and in passive. Means in the earlier slides we learned that we use be group to form continuous sentence, have to form perfect sentence, and be to form passive sentence. Now if we have to convert these three sentences into negative or into interrogative, then also we will use the same group. For example, he isn't going. Now if the sentence was in affirmative, so it will be he is going. So if we have to convert it in negative, then we just added not. Then we will not change the element, that will be same. In the affirmative it will be he is going, so here also we will take is only, just we will add not. Next, hasn't she seen it yet? Now again here this is a question, this is an interrogative sentence, again we added not with has. Was it written in English? So again we have to form a sentence of interrogative, that's why we just change the place of the auxiliary. If it has been an affirmative sentence, then it would be it was written in English, but as we have to convert it in interrogative, that's why we changed the place of the auxiliary and we wrote it at the first place. Means as we formed continuous tense sentence, perfect tense sentence, and passive sentences using be and have group, so if we have to form negative sentence of these category, then we will just add not with that, and if we have to make question, then we will simply change the position of the auxiliaries. You use do as an auxiliary to make negative and question forms from sentences that have a verb in the present simple or past simple. Now in the earlier slide we discussed about the continuous sentence and perfect sentence, but if we have to convert any sentence that is of simple present or simple past into negative or into interrogative, then what we will do? Then we will use do group. For example, he doesn't think he can come to the party. This sentence is of negative, so that's why we used does with not. Do you like her new haircut? This is an interrogative sentence, so we used do. She didn't buy the house. Again, did plus not. Didn't he get the job? Again, did plus not. Means if we have to convert any sentence of simple present or of simple past into interrogative sentence or into negative sentence, then we have only one option, that is elements of do group. Note, You can use do as a main verb with the auxiliary do. Now, as in the earlier video, we have discussed that we can use auxiliaries as main verb, but we can use auxiliary do. We can use auxiliary do with the main verb be do also. Means in both the categories, in the place of auxiliary and in the place of main verb, in the both the places we can use do. For example, he didn't do his homework. Now here you can see didn't, it is to make it negative. Here it is did, it is auxiliary verb, and here do is main verb. So you saw that at the place of auxiliary and at the place of main verb we had the elements of two group. Next, do the work themselves. Now you can see, so sorry, here it will be do they do the work. So do they do the work themselves? Now again here it is an interrogative sentence, so do to make it interrogative, and do and that is main verb. Means if we have written any sentence using the main verb do, and if we have to convert it in negative, then we will simply do the previous work that we have done in the previous slide. And if we have to convert any sentence into interrogative, same technique we will apply. You only use do in affirmative sentences for emphasis or contrast. Now, if we have to show emphasis in any sentence, then we can use element of do group, that is do. We cannot use any other element or any other group. We have only one option, that is do. Like, I do feel sorry for Roger. Now, if you will remove this word, if you will say I feel sorry for Roger, this is a simple sentence. But if you will add do, it will show emphasis, it will make emphasis on the sentence. Now here a warning is given. You never use the auxiliary do with be except in the imperative. Means both the auxiliaries do and be cannot be written all together, like don't, like any other, they can't be written together, but except in the imperative. Means if we are writing any sentence which is imperative sentence, then we can use do and be togetherly, but otherwise we can't. Like, don't be stupid. This is a sentence of imperative. That's why we used be as a main verb and don't as a auxiliary verb. Do be a good boy and sit still. Again be, here it is main verb, do is an auxiliary verb. Means we can use do and be all together in any imperative sentence, but in other sentences we cannot use these two together. So that's all for today. Thank you.